Let me be honest with you. The reason you're stuck has nothing to do with talent. It's not about motivation. It's not about discipline or willpower or wanting it badly enough. You're stuck because you're waiting for the big moment, the breakthrough, the day everything clicks. But here's the truth nobody wants to hear. That day doesn't exist. What exists are boring habits, tiny, repetitive, invisible, and the people living the lives you admire. They stopped waiting and started doing. You know what nobody tells you? Those people didn't wake up motivated every day. They didn't feel inspired. They didn't wait for clarity. They just did boring things over and over while nobody was watching, while nobody was clapping. And those boring things compounded into something extraordinary. Your brain lies to you. It tells you that you need a big moment, a breakthrough, a perfect morning routine. But psychologists call this the compound effect. And once you understand it, you'll see why you're stuck in the same patterns while other people quietly level up. Today, I'm breaking down 10 boring habits that rewire your brain, your emotions, your entire future. And if you stay until the end, I'll tell you the one thing that separates people who transform from people who just talk about it. Habit number 1. Make your bed every morning. Sounds stupid, right? Like something your mom told you. But here's the psychology. Small wins create momentum. When you complete one task before your day even starts, your brain releases dopamine. That tiny accomplishment tells your subconscious, I'm someone who finishes things. You're not making a bed, you're training discipline. And by the end of the year, that one boring habit will have shaped how you show up for everything else. Not because making your bed matters, but because finishing what you start does. Habit number 2. Drink water first thing when you wake up. Your brain is 75% water. After 8 hours of sleep, you're dehydrated. Even mild dehydration destroys your focus, your mood, your decision-making. One glass of water activates your prefrontal cortex before you touch your phone, before you check emails, before the world hijacks your attention. It's not glamorous, but it's biochemistry. And people who do this every single day don't crash by 10 a.m. They don't need 3 cups of coffee to think clearly. Their brains just work better. Quietly. Habit number 3. Write 3 things you're grateful for. Your brain has a negativity bias. It's wired to scan for threats, for what's wrong, for what could go wrong. Gratitude journaling forces your brain to search for positives instead. And over time, this rewires your default mental state from anxious to appreciative. Most people think gratitude is fluffy, but neuroscience proves it works. 3 things. Every morning. That's it. And in 6 months, you won't recognize how calm you've become. But here's where it gets even worse. Habit number 4. Go to bed at the same time every night. Circadian rhythm isn't optional. Your body has a master clock. When you mess with it, scrolling until 2 a.m. one night and crashing at 10 p.m. the next, you destroy sleep quality, emotional regulation, immune function. Consistency isn't boring, it's survival. Psychology shows that people with irregular sleep patterns have higher rates of anxiety, depression, and poor decision-making. Same bedtime, every night. Yes, even on weekends. Your future self will thank you. Habit number 5. Put your phone in another room while you work. Every notification is a dopamine hit. Your brain becomes addicted to distraction. You're not weak. You're fighting an algorithm designed by the smartest engineers in the world to hijack your attention. Out of sight, out of mind. Psychology proves it works. Deep work isn't about willpower. It's about eliminating the trigger entirely. And people who do this don't just get more done. They think better, create better, live better. And this next part explains why your life hasn't changed yet. Habit number 6. Take a 10-minute walk after meals. This stabilizes blood sugar, prevents energy crashes. But here's the hidden benefit nobody talks about. Walking activates the hippocampus, the part of your brain that controls memory and learning. That boring walk after lunch isn't just movement, it's making you sharper. 10 minutes, no phone, just walking. And by the end of the year, those walks will have shaped your mental clarity more than any course or book ever could. Habit number 7. Read for 20 minutes before bed. Blue light from screens kills melatonin. Your brain can't wind down. A physical book signals it's time to rest. But beyond sleep, reading builds empathy, reduces stress by 68%, strengthens neural pathways. It's mental hygiene. Most people say they don't have time. But 20 minutes? Everyone has 20 minutes. They just choose scrolling instead. And that choice compounds. 1 year of scrolling versus 1 year of reading creates two completely different people. Here's the painful part. Your brain chooses comfort over growth every single time, unless you force it to change. Habit number 8. Say no to plans you don't want to attend. People pleasers suffer from emotional exhaustion. Every time you say yes when you mean no, you teach your brain your needs don't matter. And over time, this destroys your self-worth. Boundaries aren't selfish. They protect your energy. Saying no is uncomfortable, really uncomfortable, but it's one of the most life-changing habits you can build. Because when you stop living for everyone else's approval, you finally start living for yourself. Habit number 9. Eat the same healthy breakfast every day. Decision fatigue is real. Every choice drains mental energy. Automating one meal preserves cognitive resources for decisions that actually matter. Steve Jobs wore the same outfit for this exact reason. Obama ate the same breakfast. Not because they were boring, because they were smart. Stop searching for the perfect diet. Stop optimizing. Just repeat. And when your body knows what to expect, something magical happens. Your energy stabilizes. Your cravings disappear. It's not viral, but year after year, it quietly transforms your health. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. Habit number 10. Review your day for 5 minutes before sleep. Reflection activates metacognition, thinking about your thinking. It helps your brain process experiences, spot patterns, course correct. Without reflection, you repeat the same mistakes unconsciously. With it, you learn faster than everyone else. What worked today? What didn't? What's one thing I'll do differently tomorrow? 5 minutes. That's it. And this boring habit turns experience into wisdom. If that hit you, good. It means you needed it. Here's the truth you've been avoiding. Transformation isn't loud. It's the result of tiny, boring actions compounded over time. Your brain doesn't care about motivation. Motivation is a feeling. And feelings fade. Your brain cares about repetition. Most people want the results, but they're not willing to do the boring work. They want the clarity, but not the journaling. They want the focus, but not the phone-free hours. They want the body, but not the daily walks. They want the life, but not the discipline. And that's exactly why they stay stuck. Nobody's going to clap while you're building these habits. Nobody's going to cheer while you're making your bed or drinking water or walking alone. They'll clap after. When the results speak louder than your excuses. When your life looks different and they ask, "How did you do it?" And you'll say, "I did boring things." Consistently. Your life won't change in a day. But in 6 months, you won't recognize yourself. In a year, you'll wonder why you waited so long to start. So the question is simple. Which of these boring habits are you starting today? Comment below. Tell me which one. Subscribe for more psychology that cuts through the noise. And share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because your future is waiting. And it's built by the boring things you do consistently, not the exciting things you dream about.